Hello fellow RVers, this is Gary with Ruff Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom. And this week, freedom has brought us to a campground called Gentry Creek Campground. And this campground is located in the state of Oklahoma, about 10 miles from a city called Chakota. This campground is operated by the Army Corps of Engineers. It can be reserved at recreation.gov. Prices run between $14 to $19 a night. And if you're America the Beautiful member, senior, you can get a 50% discount. But I would check the website for updates. This campground is located on the shores of Lake Eufaula, which is the largest lake completely contained within the state of Oklahoma. 600 miles of shoreline, 102,000 acres of water. Activities include boating, fishing, swimming, kayaking, hiking. There are no designated hiking trails, but there are plenty of roads which you can walk on. So we will be doing this review of this campground. Hope you enjoy it. This is Gary with Ruff Road RV Life. And this would be like the main camping area. That is site 22. That right down there is waterfront, but there's no water or electric. And then if you go around, a little trail that goes down to that body of water. That is the host, right in there. And this in there in this area is the main camping area. That is us. There, site 24. Site 23 is beside us, right there. And these are electric sites, but there's one water for both sites. So I would advise having a T if you're going to come here, although we have not had anybody next to us all week. There's a pull-through site right there. A back-in site here. Another back-in site there. These two. Electric and a water spigot for both of them. And that would be a pull-through. And then you have a couple of sites there. Waterfront. A little parking area. This is all 30 amp. There's no 50 amp service back here. And this is a shot of Lake Eufaula. Today's a cloudy day, 50% chance of rain. Yesterday was sunny, and the lake out there was like glass, like a mirror. And that little area right there is used as a swimming area. A lot of kids out there yesterday swimming in there. But that's a picture of the lake. Once again, that's us. Now we're 33 feet. So keep in mind, don't think I'd bring big rigs in here. They told me there was a 39-foot one there before we got here. But this would be the main camping area. The Bathhouse is up there. And I hear thunder in the background. Such is RV life. You go from blue skies and a clear lake to thunderstorms. That's what keeps life interesting. All right, main camping area, Gentry Creek, Recreation Area Campground. Now on the road approaching the boat ramp, the second boat ramp, you will come to sites 11, this is 12, that's 11, and that is 9, and right on around the bend is site 8. These are also no electric, no water, but they are lakeside. And then there's one other campsite right up there at the corner of that bend, site 8. This would be the second boat ramp. This is the boat ramp that's located in this bay or basin. A lot of the boaters use this boat ramp on windy days. It's more protected waters and it's easier to get your boat on and off the trailer when the wind and waves aren't blowing against you. You go right out through there to get to Lake Eufaula. This is part of Gentry Creek. This is the secondary boat ramp. Also located here are sites 1. You can see the amount of boaters that are using it today because it's a little windy. Sites 2, right there, and site 3 over there. It's a back in from the road that way. No power, no electric over here. And there's a restroom up there on the hill. Actually, that's site 3 over there on the other side. Site 4 will be back there. 1, 2, 4, and then across the way, 3. Now I got it right. Boat ramp. All right. This would be the bathhouse. And this is the only bathhouse for the campground. You have the campground on the hill over there, the campground's down that road behind the playground, and then the main camping area here. And we all use this bathhouse. And this bathhouse is a one person at a time bathhouse. As you can see, toilet, sink, and shower. You just come in here, lock the door, do your thing. Now that shower, you got 2 shower heads. You can either use the top, the bottom, or the combination of the both. It's also got a seat for handicap. And it's a very nice shower. It's got good water pressure, hot water, clean bathroom. But it is the only bathroom for the campground. But the campground is not very busy, as you can see. That over there is the camp host area. So we have never had an issue with someone waiting on us or us waiting on them to use the bathroom. And right across, you see one of the campers with their dogs. And that's the playground, the dumpsters. And right there's the dump station. So this is the bathhouse. Okay, on the road that goes to the main boat ramp, you will drive by sites 15, 16, 17, and this would be 18. Now in this little area, you have it's electric, but you have 2 water connections. You have one there for those sites, and then you have one here serving the other 3 sites. As you can see, people tee the water connection and run hoses to their trailers. So you share water. For these sites here, it's a nice hilly area. It's protected from the wind, which the wind can get fairly intense coming off the lake, which we found out in our stay here. And looking out from this little area, you go down this little grassy knoll full of flowers, and you get this view of the lake. of this area. And you can see the playground and the swing sets right there. It's located right in between this camping area here, and if you look through the trees, the main camping loop's over there, just where we are. So that would be sites 15 through 18, right in here in this little hilly area. And that road there would just go right on through to the boat ramp. All right. Good place to let your dogs play in the water. Well, I've rounded the curve and you have sites 39 and 40 here. Both are back ends. One's you got to back up that hill, and the other one you back up and then off to the right there to get into that one. Not very lengthy sites. There is a shared water up there, no electric, up on the hill. And your view from that would be that. So it's a good view from up there. And that would be sites 39 and 40. Here we are at the boat ramp area, boat ramp number 1. You have sites 35 and 36 right here. They have shared water, no electric. And you see the lake in the background. This is a boat ramp number 1. This is the lakeside boat ramp. You got sites 37 and 38 down there with shared water, no electric. And this is the boat ramp. It's a little bit steep, a little bit uneven. The locals have told me that if it's very windy, it's hard to load your boat back on because it wants to blow your boat, so they use the other boat ramp, which is in more protected water. And at the parking lot, and there's some boaters out today, and there's a restroom up there on the hill. But this would be the lakeside boat ramp, 4 campsites, no electric, shared water. These are sites 29 through 33. This is site 31, which this is a pull through, but you would have to pull through up this hill and then make this tight turn to get into this semicircle here, or you would have to come in through that and then make a very tight turn to get into here. Now this is 31, there's 29, 30, 31, 32, and then up that back up into that would be 33. Now these are all 30 amp service, but which happens to a lot of these sites in this particular part, you have one water there, and you have one water down there between 29 and 30. And you have to share the water. You have to put a T on it and share with your neighbor, or have one of them fill your holding tank and use your holding tank. But this is the loop up here. That's one of the main camping areas down there. That's where we're at. That's our rig right there, the gray one, the Excursion. But you would come up here, up this loop, and you just pull through here at 31, or back up into 33, 32, 30, and 29. But you do have to share water. There's only 2 water outlets for these 5 areas. But those are Lakeview, right on the lake. All right, so let's continue on. Walk from the main campground back toward the main check-in station. You will find an access road, What I'm looking at right now, which you can actually drive down, it's open till 9 o'clock. And this access road brings you to a place called Gentry Pond. And it's a nice little pond tucked back in here. And you are allowed to fish this pond, providing you are under 16 years old or under. It's the regulations for this pond. You can walk around this pond almost all the way until you get to that last bench out there, and then you have to turn around and go back. But it does have 2 floating piers that you can walk out on. Has a lot of benches scattered around the perimeter of the lake or the pond. It has a pavilion. And then if you look out there, you will see a pile of sticks. That's a beaver. Where the beavers live. But it's a really nice area tucked back in here. As you can see, we're the only ones back in here today. There's my other half of the dogs walking. And you can see right there is the main lake. And just across that little strip of land brings you into this little pond. So if you have children 16 years or younger that you want to send fishing, it's a nice place to send them. Gentry Pond.
Out walking the dog in a little drizzle. This is the first day, and we've been here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is our 4th day that these waves aren't lapping up and crashing on the bank like the beach. It is so still out there. This morning you couldn't even see the horizon. But we have to get the dogs pottied. This is the walk potty walk. Potty walk. Potty walk about. Get it right in a minute.